Refugee Coalition for Climate Action, abbreviated as RCCA, is a refugee-led organization which operates from Tongogara refugee camp in Chipinge, Zimbabwe. The organization is calling upon people from the refugee camp and those from the host communities to stop deforestation which is ongoing in the district. RCCA held a training workshop in July 2023, which was attended by young people from the host communities of Chipinge and Chimanimani, as well as those from Tongogara refugee camp. These youth came from different climate advocate groups that are focused on the need for people to promote climate adaptation by preserving the environment through reduction of the cutting of wood, planting of more trees, leveraging children and girls' leadership for more ambitious climate action.
As a way of awareness raising, today we hosted a training on climate change and climate action, where we basically looked at the causes, the process and the effect of climate change, specifically localizing it to our context in the refugee camp and the host communities. We also focused on climate action and spoke to what we can do to help, both at the personal level, at the regional level, at the national level, and in terms of legislation, and our recommendation to the world leaders is that through our discussions we found out that we are not doing enough towards the cause of climate change, and we should do more if we are to assure our future and the future of the generations to come.
The training workshop helped young people to build some guidance strategies on children's involvement in climate action, combating climate effects on vulnerable displaced women and girls, and effective coordinated efforts on climate action led by young people from the immediate host communities and Tongogara refugee camp.
Climate crisis is a child right crisis, so children need to be educated on how to take action against climate change.
We talked about the causes of climate change, which include poor methods of farming, improper dumping of waste, and cutting down trees. We also go as far as talking about the solutions that can be done in order to reduce these effects of climate change, which are proper ways of farming, and then planting many trees and making penalties to those who are found cutting down trees.
Basically, we talked about the issue of climate change and how it has affected the gender thing. We talked about how it has affected the women and girls in terms of issues of child marriage, gender-based violence. We also have the issue of heavy workload, and we also talked about the solutions, including empowering the girl child and empowering women, because I believe that empowering girls and women means better climate solutions, because a group of thoughtful and committed women can change things in a positive way. We also talked about addressing issues of gender-based violence, doing some online campaigns, making use of our social media platforms, be it Twitter, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, and spread the information on how the climate change is affecting both women and girls. From today, I now know what is climate change. I know the different causes of climate change, effects of climate change, and different solutions which must be implemented by us so that we can sustain our natural environment and protect our future.
And we talked about education, how we can educate people on how to decrease the level of climate change, and we've learned a lot, and we are happy about that.
Tongogara refugee camp has been affected by natural disasters, which include droughts, heat waves, and flooding. The need for fuel, wood, and brick molding inside and outside the camp has seen people from within Tongogara refugee camp and those from host communities put much pressure on wood laws surrounding the refugee camp. RCCA is playing a pivotal contribution in regreening Tongogara refugee camp and its host communities.